take a lot of time about talking. What I have to say, there's a test that's taken me and Foreman, not in my case, about 35 years, but Foreman started back in the 40s, 50s. And you'll see arrows in that circle. The horses, all they can do is go forward. That would be north. They could back up. That would be south. They could side pass east and west, and you can pie shape those. They got circles left and right. And then, as you come down that list, it'll show that there's only really 8 ways to do a 180-degree roll from north to south. Has nothing to do with the fence. It's what lead you're in, what lead you come out in. And after that, then there's 13 basic ways to change leads, times 2, because there's left and right side, so there's 26 total. We ride on our feet, not our seat. And when we talk about we ride on our feet, not our seat, when you start to look at the industry and break this thing down, if you wanted maximum speed for barrels or anything, the one that knows it the best would be a jockey. Now, does he ride on his seat or his feet? He rides on his feet, but he's done something to his saddle. They've moved him forward, moved the stirrup in front of the pommel, in front of their cinch, and the stirrup hangs vertical right behind the elbow, so that when he stands up at that elbow or shoulder, now the stirrup's underneath him. You hang the stirrup in the seat, and you stand up to go to the elbow, you'll go ahead of the stirrup, and you feel like you're starting to fall on your head, so you got to sit and do most of your work. You're not doing very well standing. When they stand, they lose a tremendous amount of security and balance and stuff. Then if you wanted maximum balance, balance would be jumping. Do they stand or they sit? If they stand, they're right on their feet, not their seat. Saddles forward, stirrups are at the pommel, they're hung in front of the cinch, directly vertical, right behind the elbow. So when they're up there, now the stirrups underneath them. Not in the middle of the seat, then stand up there and they're behind. So that's for maximum balance. Agility would be polo. Same thing. They've done the same thing to their saddles. The stirrups are in front of the pommel, behind the elbow. They stand up there, it's underneath. Security would be saddle bronc riders. They're really up there. Their stirrups are forward. And then if you want maximum performance, it's passage. And again, the saddles have been designed that the stirrups are in front of the pommel, hung vertical right behind the elbow, so when you stand up there, they're underneath you. They don't run into you on your head. That's one major change. The other thing is in the gear. Years ago, I used to think that these things, these are little snaffles. They break in the center. And we all tried them, and one day I was goofing around, and I says, well, wait a minute, what will this snaffle do? Let me get this thing. What I've got is a walnut. I gotta get rid of one touch. Yesterday I had this problem, and, I know what's going on. I'm going back. Hear that crack? See how easy to make a nutcracker out of these things? I was sitting there and I was at a clinic, doing a clinic. Here it Bob. And I had an acorn, oak tree, and there's some acorns, and I was goofing around, and I picked them up and started popping. Then I started looking in the mouth and watching what happened, and as we pulled back, this thing smashed. So I started smashing the tongue, and I said, I'm going to redesign another bit to stop this. So it took years with thermography machines and this and that to come up with what I got. The other thing that we've done, can you step forward? That's really important in the gear. And I'm not here to try to sell you gear. Don't want to do that. I just want to show you what the top riders in the world use. The best riders in the world don't go to the bathroom without a martingale. And we adjust it to the top of the shoulder. If you feather down from the withers about 4 inches, you'll feel another ridge. Draw a line straight out, and this stops at that. If it's any higher than that, you'll pull on the lips. If it's any lower than that, you're going to cause them to be too heavy on the forehand. But it was designed that if you adjust it correctly, it doesn't do anything until that split second he decides to start doing something with his head. You can train 1,000 times faster with a martingale than you can without. And I sometimes get questions about that, and I said, let's go. I'll take a colt, you take one. In 30 days, whoever does the most, we'll see what we get. So the martingale, and the other thing that I did to help, and it's okay to use it, don't let anyone tell you that it's a gimmick. You can't believe what it's going to do to your life. And the other thing I designed about and each stick to split that you can work from the front all the way back and let go. Okay? Go ahead and get back in line. Thank you. And that's it. We don't need to do any more talking. If we have any more questions, please come to the booth. Let's get this thing going, okay? What we're going to do now is work what we call in the hindquarters. We want to be able to control the rear end of the horse. It's really important. It's real simple to do. What we're going to do first is what we call a forehand turn, right and left. They're going to use their leg way back towards the flank and push the haunches around each forearm. If we do it to the right, I want the right front foot to stay in ground, and they push their tail in all the way around. Let's go. Wayne, can you start the music? You on? There we go. Okay. We're going to do a forehand turn to the right with 2 hands. Ready? Do one. Now with 1 hand, do one. Now with no hand, do one. Okay, now we're going to do forehand turn left. They're just going to put their leg back towards the flank and push them around. With 2 hands, ready, do one. With 1 hand, ready, do one. Now with no hands, ready, do one. Okay, once we start getting control on your horse at home, we're going to push back there. Some of us have been taught that we're going to do it right at the girth. It will make your job too hard. Just put your leg back and push the tail in left and right. As it gets better, you start creeping forward that you're at the girth. It's okay to have your leg back there. The farther you're back there, the easier it is to control it. And then you creep forward when you can, then everything's done at the girth. Now, from there, we're going to do a forehand turn. Are you okay? God bless you. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a forehand turn right and side pass left. So once you start that up and you can control the rear end, you just coordinate your range across and make it go off to the side. We're going to do a forehand turn right, side pass left. Ready, do one. Get going. Kind of bring forward. Push it, let's go. Okay, now stop. Once you come forward just a hair, since we're going to have the stuff in the way. Don't get too far forward. You run me over. Move out and get yourself ready. Now we're going to reverse it. We're going to do a forehand turn left, side pass right. Ready, do one. Now, keep your leg back there and just coordinate the reins and side pass. Keep going. Go. Use your stick. Keep going. Okay, stop. Very good. Okay, now, what I want you to do is scoot over this way a little bit. Let's side pass back. And you just put your leg back. When you side pass, it's really important because each one of these drills, someone says, well, I can side pass. In massage, you should be able to side pass, 2 hands, 1 hand, no hands. The full length of this at a walk, 2 hands, 1 hand, no hands. The full length of this at a trot, and 2 hands, 1 hand, no hands. The full length of this at a left and right lead. Gallop. After you do that, there's nothing else you can do. That's it. So now, what happens is that when you side pass, and you try to do it at home, please don't try to side pass straight. Try to get him canted slightly that the front end is leading the rear so he steps across. If you try to do it straight, he's going to step on himself and it's not going to nice. So hand him at the walk and the trot, because that's when they cross. It's only when they gallop that the legs would not cross, and you can do it perfectly at a knife. Okay? Now what we're going to do, let's see, go ahead and spread out, open yourselves up. Not too far because we got this stuff we got to shoot back. Now we're going to work on back. In the back you basically just pick up the ring and hold the pressure and keep going. Please don't pump back, back, back because you're saying how good, nothing happened. Just pick it up, hold it. When you're done, it's over. But we're going to work on the hindquarters as we back. Okay, Wayne, go ahead and start the music. Watch that trouble. Start the music, please. It's on now. Okay, let's go ahead and back our horses. Push the haunches to the left. Straighten them out. I say push the haunches to the right. Do one. So they keep backing, but they're using their leg back to the controller and straighten them out. Push them left. Do one. Straighten them out. Okay, let's walk forward. Come this way. You're going to stop after where you can make your deal. Now we're still controlling the tail end with your legs back here. Make sure that you can control this. Everyone's pulling on the head, but they don't have much control on the tail end. That's why they can't load and change leads every stride or every second stride. Or change, say, well, I want to do on the 6th stride, I'm going to change the front before the back. Or on the 6th stride, I'm going to change the back before the front. Or on the 6th stride, I'm going to do a half change. I'm only going to change the front, not the back. Or on the 6th stride, I'm going to change the back, not the front. So you've got to start getting control on the tail end. Now, what I want you to do is side pass up to each other. One push on him there. You don't know, that one went to each end. Okay, we're going to do a counter circle to the left. Okay, ready? Do one, Orlando. Let's go. So they've got to work with that leg and control that animal to be able to do their part. What makes it difficult, the one that's pivoting has to go slower while the other guy's going faster outside. So you have to try to do the best you can, not get ahead of it. Very good. Now, thank you. Now we're going to do the forehand a circle clockwise, reversing. So Orlando will be doing a forehand turn pretty much. Each other guy will give whatever person takes to do his part. Do one. Okay, so that worked both sides. And that's the line. Control. It's easy to do at home. You just go home, keep playing back here, and they just go off. Do the forehand turn is the secret. Once you start getting that, that's the start of your control. So you would do 1 time around, 2 times, 3 times. It's like it's this 3 or 4 times. If they do it by themselves, they got it and go on to something else. Okay, from here, once you guys come walk forward. Now push the haunches left, do one. Well, that's good. Gotta go the other left, Joey. Want me to know there? Okay. Straighten them out. Okay, bunch them up. Let's go. Side pass bunched up. Get him over there. He's not happy. That's okay. Both side pass to the right. Do one. Get them together. Get them in there. Get them in there. Work them. Get them over there. Okay, side pass left. Do one. Come back this way. Get them up there. Get them over there. Get them over there. Come on, come on, come on. Get them up there. Punch up. Watch Barry. Watch the other guy. You don't watch Joe. He's waiting. He's got work. There you go. Get them up there. Now back them up. Back them up. Push on to the left. Good. Push them right. Well, that is easy. Okay, stop. Very good. Now you can see, sometimes you have problems. You go, wow, so you know what's wrong there. So just take your leg back there and get it better. Now she's going to know that because of that she's going to work double hard. Next time she's going to do 1,000. Not 1,000, that's 8,000. But she's going to go, well, yeah, so I'm going to do more finally. It goes away. Okay, what I'm going to do this way here. So this, come on around. We're going to do the stop. Now we're going to go into stop. That's that forward motion. So we did left and right. We did that. Now we're going to do stop. Pretty simple what we're going to do. When you go home with your horse, I just want you to take, you're walking your horse around the pen or just walking somewhere, just take your hand, push down on the withers and brush his neck 2 times. Don't pull or nothing. Just push, brush, brush. And see if he stops. If he doesn't stop, which he probably won't, just take the rein, stop him, and back him up 3 steps. Walk again. Push, brush, brush. Now there's something about brushing up their neck that starts sending a preparatory command to them. And also when you brush, you go where? You go forward. You don't sit on your tail end. A horse will slide and do stuff 1,000 times better if you stand up. They go, no, and I said, oh yeah, we've been teaching the world how to stop. In all kinds of ground, 6 inches of sand, 12 inches, 18 inches, doesn't matter. But we stand up and do it. We don't sit down just like a calf over. The horse will go deeper in the ground. Much better. By pushing and going up, it's hard to sit down and go up too. So it causes you to kind of get off the loin, off the rib cage, and kind of go up. If he doesn't stop, then take him to stop. And you'll see in about 10-15 minutes at home, you'll go, look, and all of a sudden you just stop. And you go, and he goes, well, you gave me a chance to do something before you pull. And it doesn't take that long, and then you start going the next week. You should be able to eventually go over and under, go full blast throw it, and let him go. Okay, we're going to do it at a walk and a trot. Wait, can you start the music? Okay, walk your horses, please. Stop them. Okay, walk your horses, please. Stop them. Throw them, hold your hands up. Get them back up. Go. Don't go too far back now. Walk your horses. Stop them. Push, throw the reins. Back up. Don't pull on his mouth. You can always pull. Okay? Trot your horses. Go. Keep together. Walk your horses. Stop your horses. Push and go up. Let them go. Back them up. Okay, get ready. Now look and we can see where you're at in line. Okay, let's go. Trot your horses. Stop them. Okay, trot your horses. Stop them. Throw the reins. Throw it to him. Back them up. Trot your horses. Stop them. Give me a forehand turn to the right. Do one. Face me. Trot your horses. Let's go. Stop them. Trot your horses. And your half horse. Orlando's on a half horse. Stop. Stop him. Trot one more time. Go. Stop him. Back him up. Forehand turn left. All the way around. Back them up to that fence, please. Okay. Sit there for a second. Very good. So you can see, granted, this is not that 20 not that tough. If you just kind of play with it, you won't believe, what'll happen. And I would like to see you come to a massage clinic up at our place in Ponderosa. We're at 7,200 feet, and it's a Sequoia National Monument, so it'd be a lot of fun. Anyway, what we're going to do now, they're going to sit here, and Orlando's going to do something. I'm going to show you when you start putting the hand up, the handle on the horse. And we're going to start building this up as the show goes. I'm trying to show some basics. What Orlando's going to do now, thank you very much. In that sheet of the massage moves, and you were to test yourself, doesn't matter who we are, it's the first time there's ever been a test made for the horse industry, really. That's all the horses, that's what all Foreman was about. The basic handle to a tan handle, and then we've added some things over. He taught 95,000 students. 22 of us became instructors. There's probably only 4 or 5 of us left in the world. And it doesn't need to die. It needs to keep going. If you go out there and you pick up a left lead, you can thank Foreman. He was the first in the world to show that it can happen. You go out there and change front foot first, hind foot first, you can thank Foreman. He was the first in the world to do it. You go out there and do any kind of slides without any reins, you can thank Foreman because he has tapes of him doing it in 1942 with no hands. I mean, just go. So a lot of these things have been forgotten for some reason. He doesn't need to be forgotten. He's the one that basically set the standard. Okay, where'd my man Orlando go? Are you ready? Go on down. Okay, Wayne, start the music. Oh, this is good. We need the wind blow hard.
No challenge.
Now you guys did sign release forms for any flying bullets that could go. Bring it. Can you bring it up a little bit, Wayne? The music. A little bit more. Can you bring her up some more? Or you're just waiting to do it. Maybe I should just leave you alone, huh? More. I want to wake up. Wait, can we bring up that music a little bit, please? Bring her up. Yeah, thank you. Let's go. Out of the way real quick. So you can see when you start getting the handle and the massage every direction. No excuses. Just get it done. You can take that animal and go do anything. You can cut on him. You can play polo on him. You can jump on him. There is no excuses in performance or massage deal. Just let's go. You don't have the footwork that counts, then everything becomes a problem. Okay, we're going to work on now. The first way is start picking up leads, and the easiest and fastest way to pick up a lead is from the posting trot. Foreman designed it years ago, called the posting trot. It's hard, and it's a diagonal. It has nothing to do with what saddle you're in. You can ride, in this case, bareback. You can ride with a western saddle, it doesn't matter. It's a timing thing with a diagonal pair. You'll notice this horse here has a pair of blue on the diagonal left front, right hind, and he has a pair of white. When they trot it, it's a V8. The pair will move together, these two. If you post in rhythm, if you wanted the left lead, in rhythm with the outside, or the opposite of lead you want, that right front foot is running. When you take that lead, those two pair of feet stay together. They never get split. The other pair will break apart. So she trots around here and goes, you'll see that she's posting the rhythm with the right front, left hind, which are blue. And the other pair is the opposite time. If she posts that horse off in that timing, you'll notice that the blue pair will still be in timing. It's the other pair that's split apart. So you will feel it. If you're on the correct diagonal and you post and get the correct lead, there's absolutely no change of rhythm. If you're on the correct diagonal, he gives you the wrong lead, you're immediately going to start slapping the saddle so that pair that should be together are pulling apart. Post him off on the left lead. So if you just keep posting. Now he goes around, it's kind of difficult to watch if you can, but you'll see the blue pair are still moving forward and forward and forward together. The white pair now is torn apart. They're not together, it's the opposite. Break him to a trot. So now she's in rhythm again with the right front foot because she wants the left lead. It is the easiest and fastest way to pick up a lead on any horse on this planet. Post him on. Good. You'll see she's in rhythm and the blue pair together, the white pair apart. Break him down to a trot. Okay, you guys just follow or come on around. Just go on down the fence. They're all going to post in rhythm with the right front foot. We'll try to work them down this fence you can see on this trail here. In this case, they're going, doesn't matter what kind of saddle you're in. It is a timing thing. The posting trot came from the cavalry. It did not come from the English. The cavalry invented it to go get 25 more miles out of the horse to try to keep up with an Indian. And they still couldn't do it because they fed so much grain. Okay. Circle, pick up the left lead. 2-1. So they post, they go back to the fence, and just as they turn off that fence, they keep posting, don't do nothing, just post them off into a lead. Break them to a trot. Post them off, do a circle and post them off in the left lead, do one. So you keep posting on that right front foot. Keep posting, don't stop nothing, go to the fence and give me a left one. Post them off. Okay, drop into a trot. Now reverse, at a trot, just reverse, come back around, and go back to the fence and go to the right. Now when they reverse, now they're going to sit or stand or whatever, and change and post now with the left front foot. Bring them down to a trot, do it. Okay, circle, post them around, give me a right lead. And they keep posting, and all of a sudden there's your right lead. Now folks, this is the easiest way to teach leads to horses and riders. Bring them down to a trot. The next way to pick up a lead is from a walk, that you're going to push the haunches in. So you walk your animals. They're going to take the left leg, they're going to push the haunches to the right so they're going down the fence kind of canted, and they're going to jump out of right lead. Okay, jump out of right lead, do one. You've got to push the haunches to where you want to go. Bring them down to a walk. Okay, push the haunches to the right. When you feel that, now jump out of right lead. Now, stop Okay, from here, from a standstill, stop, set them up, push the haunches to the right, jump out of right lead, do one. Stop your horses. Now we're going to do it from a back up. Stop still. They're going to back up. As they back up, they're going to slightly push the haunches into the right. When they do, they're going to jump out of right lead. Do one. Now jump forward and go. Stop your horses. Back them up. Jump out of right lead. Do one. Stop your horses. Now from here, I want you to roll them left. Roll them to the left, jump out of left lead, do one. Walk your horses. Set them up, push launches in, let's jump out of left lead and walk. Do one. Stop your horses. From here, I want you to roll to the right. We call it a roll away. Roll to the right, jump out of right lead. Do one. Walk your horses. Okay, set them up. Push the haunches to the right. Then jump out of right lead. Do one. Stop your horses. Back them up, then jump them out of right lead. Do one. Bring them down to a trot. Post in rhythm with the left front foot. As they're posting, now just post them off. Just keep going. Don't sit it, don't stand it, just keep in rhythm and post them off in the right lead. Bring them down to a trot. Okay, they're on the left front foot. Post them off, you may right lead. Just post and go. Okay, game over. All my team here, our grandparents are all over 50, some close to 60. Everybody is over 50. Yeah, other than Orlando, he's not, but he just looks like he's 63. Yeah, everybody's over 50 plus. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do the first start of that drop to trot change is also, we're going to work in that, the first change of lead. So let's go ahead, let's take off and give me a right lead. Let's go on the fence, give me a right lead. Let's go, get in line, take off, give me a right lead. Okay, reverse drop to trot change, do one. They're going to lope up, they're in the right lead. They're going to circle. They're going to come down, they're going to pick up their new diagonal, post off and get the new lead. Okay, reverse, drop to a trot change, do one. They lope up, they change their diagonal at the top, now they'll be on the left front foot, post them off and get a right lead. Do one. Reverse, drop to a trot change again. Okay, let's go down to this end. BJ, you go ahead and pile them up down here in the corner. Everyone stop. And Terry, you're going to go, let's see, I think this is good. Go ahead and sit down. Okay. I want to make sure that I didn't move up. What we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and do now, that's drop to trot changes. The next one will be a front foot first flying change. The front changes, then they go a stride and a half. The back changes. It's the easiest way to change the horse. Some people call it a dirty change. The reason why, they always get the back end that do completed. All horses in the pasture are going to change the front before the back. It happens. It's natural. For every horse that goes out there and does the hind before the front, I'll give you $1,000. For everyone that does the front before the back, you give me $1,000. You'll find out that the front foot first natural change that Foreman figured out years ago by using film was the easiest and fastest way to do it. The only thing you have to do is stand up, get off his back, and lean away from the new lead you want. You lean away from all turns and all turns. The horse leans, you set up. Now I know there's a deal out there that we want them straight. You watch horses roll and really get it on, they lead. They don't do things straight up and down. So if you stand up, you 2-point, the motorcycle leans, back to your vertical. You sit down, you're all over everywhere. Okay, start the music, Wayne, please. Okay, let's go. Give me right leg. Okay, come on across. Come on across. Go on this way, turn left. Stand this face. You'll watch the feet change. Watch kind of in the middle of his belly. You'll start seeing things change. Come on across. Move out a little bit. Move out a little bit. She's going to stand up, lean to the left, and there's the change. You'll see the front hit the ground, stride, half the back hits the ground. She's riding the horse, not the seat. Go across. There's the change. That's what we're talking about, riding on our seat, not our seat.
I know, don't look at your thing. I know.
There it is. Okay, let's set them down. BJ, come on out. Good. Now what BJ's going to do, he's going to do front counter. Make it false, the wrong way to turn. So she's going to set it up, and then look, you'll see the awkwardness. She's going around in the outside pair seat, or going farther ahead than the inside pair. So the counter to counter drops the front change. So as she goes, you can see how awkward it is for the horse to try to turn. So if you're out there trying to do something with your horse, well, see, he wants to try to change, you have to put him back. See how the outside pair look like they're stretching further ahead than the inside pair. And because she's doing it on the whole, it is correct. It's not something you want to do if you're going to try to do something with your horse. You can't come down and do anything very small and tight with this. And if you start to do polo or anything like that too, and you have the counter lead, the false lead, you're never going to get to that ball. Okay, very good. Harry, let's put that out. Okay, now I'm just going to tell her where to go. She is on the horse, and we can go this way, that way. Okay, turn left. Turn left. Turn left. Turn right. Turn right. Turn right. Turn left. Turn left. Turn left. Turn left. Turn right. Go on around there. Keep going. Turn right. Turn right. Turn left. Turn right. Oh, don't run into the fence. I'm sorry. Keep coming around. Turn left. Keep turning left. Come on across one more time. Now turn right. There it is. Bring it down like a... See, so we're riding on our feet. The other thing people say, they ride on their feet. Everyone tells us, everyone tells us, I'll tell you what. You can take people of all different sizes. And this thing's going to do things for you a quarter of the time. Anything. Stop, turn, roll, pick up leads. There's no other system on the planet that beats the forward system of both sides. I guarantee it. But what happens is that when we're talking about being able to ride on our feet, because of the stirrup forward in the position, is that if you take and you get up there, it doesn't matter if the horse goes down, up, left, right, stay vertical. There's not so. When you start doing this, you're all over everywhere, and if they stand up, they gotta start bracing themselves, or their toes go down, and they use their heel heels to try to hang on, and that just kicks them in the guts, and then we got a problem. Just stand up, ride the horse, and not the saddle. You have to have the equipment to do it. I'm not here to try to sell you on that. I'm just saying, please consider it. If you get on my website, bobsaddlery.com, and pull down, it's going to say RBR Saddle Research. RBR stands for Riding by Reason. And it is the most scientific study ever accomplished on how to build the number one saddles in the world. You take it, it's a 19-page format. It's done by Monty Foreman. Click on it, read, and go through that, and you'll see what he was about and what he designed. It's misunderstood what he was about. And please look it up, and if you have any questions, call. Now from here, we're going to work the next thing, the 180-degree roll. There's 4 ways to do it in the left lead. You can do a same lead roll out the same lead. You can do a same lead roll out the opposite lead. You can do a roll away on the left lead. I'm going to roll away, come out the opposite. Or I can do a roll away out the same lead. There's 4 ways to do a 180-degree roll to the left and 4 ways to do it to the right on call. We're going to do the first 2, the roll away and the same lead roll out the opposite. Wait till you start the music, please. Let's go this way. Okay. Let's go. Give me a right lead. Let's go. Roll away. They're in the right lead. They set them. Go over, Terry. Roll. Come out left lead. Has nothing to do with stance. It's what lead you're in. What lead you come out in. Roll away. Up to next. Set them. Roll from a left lead. Roll. Come out right lead. Go. Roll away. Okay, here's the second one. Same lead. Roll out the opposite lead. 2-1. Now we're going to roll towards the lead. Left lead, jump out right. We're in a right lead. Same lead roll out the opposite lead. Stop them. Roll up towards the right. 2-1. Same lead roll out the opposite lead. 2-1. Roll away. They're in the right lead. They're going to roll away from that lead, jump out to the left. Roll away. They're in the right lead. They're going to roll come out. The left lead. They're going to come out right lead. Sorry. Sometimes I got to give you time. Not sometimes. Same lead roll out the opposite lead. They're in the right lead. They're going to roll to the right. Right lead, jump out left lead. Roll away. Left lead roll to my right lead. Okay, game over. And when they game over, you'll notice I go drop the reins, basically. They're going to walk off. And notice how quiet they should be. I hope. So this stuff they don't get now or horses. And we start picking this up. You just drop the reins, walk off. And you keep building up the speed, different directions, make it tougher. You walk off. Excuse me. We got one more thing, and then we'll be alone. You guys are going to need to go. Let's see, where do you want to go? You guys want to come back over this way? Let's go back over this way and sit along that. Down this way, get to the horse. Back there, Mike. Before I call. Just a second, Wayne. We're just going to make sure that we don't get into a mess. Okay, so now, and she rides pretty much bareback. There's not much saddle there. It's a Haas bareback. My goodness. I have over 75 patents in the horse world. Okay, Wayne, why don't we go ahead and start this? Can we bring it up a little bit?
She ain't gonna be able to love you like I will. She is a stranger.
Roll away.
I have history, don't you remember? Sure, she's got it all. But baby, is that really what
Roll away.
so you got your head in the clouds? You made a fool out of
Daily roll on the opposite seat.
bringing you down. You made your heart fell back and broke its heart. Now woman has a she ain't got
Daily roll on the opposite seat. Roll away. Roll away. Okay, now Wayne, we're still going. Don't turn it off, Wayne. Now, it's what we're going to show now walking around. I want to show what they do. When we do massage at first, it just takes it all out. In fact, he really looks for this. He says, oh, when we pick up the reins, it's going to have to work. He's going to come back. Louder? I'm sorry. Thank you very much. What happens, we play this game over, it shows that they're going to be excited. And it takes it away. He looks for this. We pick up that range and start to go. And it's going to build up and we're going to take off again and do something else. Here we go. Go, go, go. Double 360 on same lead. Roll away. Double 360 on same lead. Keep over. Okay. Make the back. Right here. Stay okay here. Sorry. Somebody on third base. That wasn't a drunken drug. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming and watching. If you have any questions, please come to our booth. I think it's 4201B. I can show you some of the equipment. You can see the guys with the shirt. I want to thank the Fat Five, the Grand Five, and please don't forget Foreman. He's not to be forgotten. And may you always ride a good horse. and you're going to enjoy you more massage. Thank you for your time.